Hello and welcome. For those who do not know me, my name is Dr. James Sanders, and I am a professor in the departments of chemistry and physics here at Troy University. And I have decided that I'm going to try to launch a series of short supplemental lecture videos for the various physics and physical science classes that I'm teaching. So, I basically have four aims or goals in launching these supplemental videos. The first one is that I would like to have some more in-depth discussion of material which is covered in my lectures or which is covered in the various textbooks assigned to my different physics classes. This is material that maybe we cover briefly in class or touch on briefly in class, but I don't have time to really go in depth thanks to the way that the schedule plays out. And so maybe I can make a video that discusses this in a little more depth. Because it's something of interest to students or something that might be useful to know, though maybe wasn't of high enough priority to quite make the cut for the lecture itself. The second thing that I'd like to do with these videos is to work a few more examples than what I'm able to work in class. For those of you who are just beginning as first-year physics students, or for those who are taking an introductory physics class or even physical science class, examples can be very important and very helpful for understanding the material and understanding how the material is applied. And to be honest, for those who are taking more advanced classes, these examples can be outright crucial to understanding the material. Physics is very difficult material. It's very heady stuff. It's not something that you master overnight. It's not an easy subject to take at any level. The most basic physics class is sometimes the most difficult class that you'll have in a given semester, or sometimes even in a given college career. So I hope to provide a few examples to help people along the way, help make this a little bit more of a smooth process for those of you who are taking my physics courses. The third thing that I want to do with this series of videos is to discuss material that might be brought up in discussion, or usually by a question that's posed in one section of my physics classes that isn't necessarily touched on in the other class. Not every student has the same questions. Not every section ends up asking the same questions. And sometimes a very interesting question might be asked and then addressed in one section that wasn't asked or addressed in the other section. And furthermore, I hold office hours to which any or no students may come. And so often I'll get a group of 2, 3, 4, 5 students who come in and they ask a great question in the office hours that pertains to material covered in class that can be very edifying for anybody who is interested in it, but that I just simply don't have time to address in class, or that maybe pertains to a topic covered 3 lectures ago, or 4 lectures ago, a week ago, or even prior to the previous exam. So a few of these short videos might discuss material of that nature. The fourth thing that I would like to do with these videos is to revisit what I'm going to call troublesome material. This is material that has been previously covered in class, It maybe when it was covered, it seemed to make sense to most people. And then as we start getting into more advanced material that built off this old material, it turns out that, gee, most of us didn't understand this material. So here's sort of a supplementary set of lectures to go over that. Sometimes you think you understand something, and then you sit down to do the homework. All the lectures have ended before this homework cycle. You realize you don't really understand some topic that was covered in lecture, and you come to my office hours. Maybe I sit down with one student, maybe I sit down with you, maybe I sit down with you and your study partners. We go over this one-on-one. Maybe you leave feeling a little better, but it turns out that 2 or 3 other people in the class are having the same problem. So here is a series of videos that hopefully can help alleviate that. So I hope that you find these videos to be interesting and enlightening, or at the very least that you find them helpful. And thanks for watching.